Ricky Martin,
Thank you
nice
for coming
to see
to
you.
Vegas.
This is awesome.
And everyone looks for an excuse to come to Vegas, even if it's just for a weekend.
I
Right?
know. Well, listen, we're here. We're excited for the show. So, does what happened in Vegas stay in Vegas?
And if you take it home, you're getting so much trouble. So might as well just leave it all here.
I love it. The show is so amazing.
Thank you.
And so physical.
It is physical. It is physical.
Can
it's
you
fun.
can you get hurt doing this show?
Yes, a little bit. Yes, you have to take care of your body like if you're an athlete, to be honest. And we usually travel with physical therapists and massage therapists, and it is important. But you'll see how physical the show is, and it's fun. I don't want to do it any other way.
So I hear people are swinging and coming down from the ceiling. Maybe even you.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Yes, definitely. Yeah. No, we take full advantage of the stage, believe it or not. And the thing is that we don't have to deal with the limitations of a tour, for example. In a tour, every night you have to build up a stage, and then you have to dismount it at the end of the show, and then travel. Here, this is home. So production-wise, we can do whatever we want, and we did it. And I hope you enjoy it because it's fun.
Is there a particular song or dance move that you do on this show that's your favorite?
Well, you have the typical classics, the Living La Vida Loca, you have Shake Your Bon Bon, you have, obviously in Spanish, you have The Cup of Life, you have She Bangs, all these songs that were hits and people appreciate it because you go back in time and it's all good memories. But there's this one ballad in Spanish called Vuelve, means come back. And actually with this song I got my first Grammy. And it's one of those special songs that I perform. And it doesn't matter what part of the world. I can go to China, I can go to Argentina, Germany, and people sing it, even if it's in Spanish. It doesn't matter. It's one of those classics.
What do you do? Do you have like a mantra before you go on the stage? What
Rituals.
gets you what's your focus?
Well, I come to the theater, I jump on stage, I do my sound check, and then I go backstage and I do a meet and greet with contest winners and fans. And then I go back to my room and typical makeup, I do stretching. We have to stretch, we have to warm up. And then obviously vocal exercises, and then we go up to the rooftop of the theater and we get ready with the harness and everything. And so all this in my head, while all this is happening, there is, believe it or not, a lot of silence, a lot of just space for me to just focus. It doesn't mean that it's religious. Every night could be completely different, but it's something that I've been doing for many years, and it works. I'm not going to change it.
When you make that jump, and it's a big jump, do you close your eyes or do you look?
Which one? What jump?
The one when you come down from the ceiling.
I don't jump.
So
believe it or not, I suffer from vertigo.
You do?
And then when the executive producer, the creative producer tells me that he wants me 300-400 feet from the stage, and I'm like, I did not sign up for this. Why do you make me do this? But I guess I do, and with the adrenaline, with the audience, you forget everything. The audience is the best anesthesia, I would say, and you forget everything, and you make it happen. But when I get rid of that harness and that belt, when I'm on stage already, it feels really good.
So you had to, you're used to touring, but you've had to amp it up because this is Vegas.
Well, in Vegas, every night we have 20 amazing shows going on at the same time, and I've pretty much seen them all. And before I started working on this, we have to show off, and we have to surround myself with the right producers, the right dancers, musicians. We are 20 people on stage and maybe more, but backstage there's at least 150 people making this happen. It really takes a village. I love being on the road, but to be honest, this is the easiest gig because now I live in Los Angeles, I come here, I perform, I stay in Vegas for 2-3 weeks, depending how long the run is, and then I go back home. It's I wouldn't change this for anything. It's amazing.
So do the kids, the family come here?
Everybody.
Everybody comes.
The tutor, the nanny, the kids, everybody, of course. Yeah, we're all here.
And do the kids like the show? Have they memorized your lines and movements?
No, my kids are the worst kids. You don't understand. They tell me every night what I did wrong.
They do?
And I'm like, Dad, last night was better than tonight. You should work on that. And you embrace it. You take it all in.
Any of them want to follow in your footsteps?
They're only 9 years old. When I was 9, I kind of knew that I wanted to be an artist. But they're more into martial arts, to be honest, and they love school. They do.
That's good.
And,
they're unusual.
They're very unusual, but I don't know. They've been exposed to this lifestyle since they were born. They were literally born on the road. If we spend more than 10 days in one place, they go, "Dad, what's next? Let's move on." It's ready. They're ready for this lifestyle, and I'm happy about that.
So they're homeschooled, so they can move with you.
Yes, we tutor. I was homeschooled, and this is our reality. We cannot stop. I'm always touring, and I'm very lucky because I have hands-on grandparents always with us. But you know, when I made the decision to become a father, I said, you know, I was not going to have babies to just leave them and with grandma. And so we travel a lot. They have a lot of frequent flyer miles.
That's it.
For 9-year-old babies, they're executive diamond, platinum, and all those. You know, it's crazy like that.
Is it true that you really want to have more kids?
Yeah, I'm only starting.
You're just starting? Stop it.
I mean, yeah, it took me a minute between the first set and the second one, but yes, I do want daddy's little girl for sure.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
So I hear that a portion of the proceeds from every ticket goes to the Ricky Martin Foundation,
Yes.
which goes to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Well, have you been to Puerto Rico?
Not lately,
No,
but I have, and I love it. It's beautiful there, and the people are beautiful
So
there.
things have changed.
I know.
Things have changed, and we want Puerto Rico to be what it was, or if not better, because we were badly hit by this hurricane, and believe it or not, still 6 months later, still there are people living in Puerto Rico without electricity. And yes, if you come to Vegas, if you come to the show, $1 of your ticket will go to the fund that we've created to start healing the island. And our mission is, hurry up, let's build homes, because unfortunately right now there are kids that have nothing. They live on the streets because they lost it all.
So do you like adopt a family and help that family and get them up and running with a home? Is that what
so
you
we
do?
have a center in this specific town of the island called Loíza, and so my foundation fights human trafficking. And this town has been affected by human trafficking, so we build a holistic center where we bring kids, and our mission is for, you know, to inform them about the reality of human trafficking, and it's been very intense because denial is something that, you know, doesn't let us see clearly what's happening in the island. But just in this town, like 100,000 families lost everything. And so obviously we just go to the most severe cases where we think that, you know, this family has many kids and they're living in tents. And in order for these kids not to become victims of human trafficking, we have to build homes as soon as possible, because if they are on the streets, traffickers come and they force them into prostitution, they force them into pornography, and that's of course what we want to stop. And so the faster we build homes, the faster these kids will be protected. But I have to mention the people that donated $5 here, $10 there, and $15 here, and those obviously big corporations who donated more, that made us be able to at least build 120 homes. So we're there little by little, but yeah, there is a lot that needs to be done.
So win-win. If they come to Vegas and buy a ticket, they're helping the people.
They're also helping the
That's
people in Puerto
awesome.
Rico. Yeah.
I have to tell you, my main obsession right now is the American Crime Story, Johnny Versace story.
You and Johnny.
You're so good in this.
Thank you very much.
What was it like to get back into acting again for you?
Well, you know, acting for me was the beginning of my career, to be honest. The first time I was able to do a television series, I was 15 years old in Argentina. Then I moved to Mexico and I did theater, and I did obviously more television series, and it was beautiful. But then music came, and I started surfing the wave, and then one day I received a phone call from Ryan Murphy. He says, you know, Rick, I have something for you. And I'm like, wait, hold on, let me think about it. Of course not. I knew that when Ryan Murphy calls, what he's going to offer is something beautiful, of quality, and a very important story to tell. And that's what happened. He told me that, you know, he wanted to do American Crime Story, the story of the assassination of Gianni Versace, and I asked him who am I going to be working with, and he said Penelope Cruz, and he said Edgar Ramirez, Darren Criss, people that I love, family, people that I've known for many years, people that I respect, and it's been 9 months of a lot of ups and downs emotionally because the story is heavy.
It's so heavy.
It's a heavy story to tell, but at the same time we're shedding some light. His work, his story is so fascinating, and unfortunately, authorities back then they looked the other way and they allowed it to happen.
So, do you think there's a moral to this series?
Yeah, we have to be careful because history tends to repeat itself, and the killer, Andrew Cunanan, he was in the list of the most wanted by the FBI, and he was living in Miami. He was not hiding. So the question is why? It's not how he died. It's why did we allow it to happen? And unfortunately, yeah, he was a gay man, killing gay men, and authorities just turned the other way and pretty much allowed it to happen. And when I heard about this, I said, Ryan, I really need to work on this. In order for me to get this anger out, I need to be active and tell the story. So I think it's been a very beautiful journey in the sense that we've received through social media a lot of people saying thank you so much because we didn't know half of the things that were going on back then. Unfortunately, we're talking about something that happened in the 90s. Yes, we've come a long way. We've taken solid steps towards equality, but still there's a lot that needs to be done.
I was wondering, in the show, Johnny Versace comes out of the closet, and I was wondering what that scene was like for you, and whether there were parallels to your own life.
Totally, because I was playing the role of those men that I dated when I was in the closet. I was hiding them, and in this show, he was hiding me, so I could feel the other side of the story, and it was very emotional to shoot that specific scene where he says, "I am a gay man, and I want to introduce you to my partner, to my lover." It's so weird because back then it was so difficult to say boyfriend. To say husband wasn't even an option. And I'm telling you, it's been a very emotional year more than anything because of this story. I'm very happy to be part of this project.
Well, you're fantastic in the show.
Thank you.
So I'm wondering, is there a mantra that you live by every day or an inspirational quote that keeps you motivated?
My religion is my kids. If they're doing great, I'm doing great. If I'm doing great, they are doing great. My decisions are based on their well-being, and I just look at them and they inspire me, they motivate me, and life has been great.
So all the success, the show in Vegas, the show on TV, it really boils down to family.
Of course.
Yeah.
We go back to the beginning. What do I need to do to keep things simple? So for me, simplicity is to have breakfast every day with my kids, regardless of the time that I went to bed. Sometimes we work, we travel, kids go to school in the morning. I have to be up with them and have breakfast with them. And if I don't show up to breakfast, something is wrong. And so that keeps me sane, that keeps me grounded, and I see them, my kids happy, I'm happy. That's it, very simple.
Now we have something called Rosanna and Ricky's.
Last two.
Okay.
All right.
Rosanna and Ricky's Rapid Round.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Last person you texted.
Last person, is it my father? Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Birthday suit or PJs when you go to bed?
Birthday suit. It depends if we have slumber party, PJs.
Watch TV news or get it online?
I watch TV news.
Favorite song right now on your iPod?
This is one of the songs that's not fair. Can I? Wait, I have like 10. Wait, hold on a second. Wait,
All right, give me the 10.
Fiebre, mine.
Of course, of course. If you weren't an entertainer, what would you do?
I know I would be the most frustrated man in the face of the earth. I think I love psychology, but then again, I also love cinematography. Can you mix them both?
Sure.
Maybe, why not?
The last tattoo you got?
The last tattoo I got was a henna tattoo. It's like a henna tattoo. Well, you won't be able to see it because it's
on your foot.
It's on my foot. It's on my foot. I worked in India in an orphanage, and one of the girls did a little henna in my foot, and when I came back home, I made it permanent.
Wow.
Yeah, very special.
Ricky Martin, thank you so much for giving us this time. This is amazing.
Thank
All
you.
the best in Vegas.
Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy it.